Hey guys, TJ here. I'm signing back on to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So, Maya has been kidnapped, with the ransom condition being that we get on guard. You know, this guy, Matt on guard, acquitted in one trial. Because he is accused of killing this guy. And it's kind of known that these two were rivals. So there is some reasonable belief as to why he was accused, but that's gonna be him. Poor Pearlie's really sad. We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early to visit one Nickel Samurai, charged with the murder of the Jammin Ninja. Good morning. How are you today? Probably shocked out of his mind. I know this situation might be a little tough for you. We're... Oh, sorry, dude. Huh? I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know. Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers? I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name's Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance! I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so... If I say stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay? Mr. On-Guard is so lucky. He has so many people you can talk to. I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Mr. On-Guard, I would like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No. I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay? Is he alright, Mr. Nick? If we're talking about Mr. On-Guard's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said even Neo Mount Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick? What's Neo Mount Fuji? It's a mountain in the city of Neo Old Tokyo, the city this Nickel Samurai protects. Okay, look. Man, it's too bad he's dead. You killed him. That's the most logical conclusion, don't you agree? Dude, what are you talking about? You're making a huge mistake. If that's such a mistake, then why did they issue an arrest warrant for you? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the guy in charge of this place, okay? Stars sure know a lot of people, don't they? Wonder if that phone even really gets its reception in here. I guess you're right about the warrant after all. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we might be making some progress here. Mr. Nick, what are you going to do with that? I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, looks like a real nice one too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Yes. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. This? Coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist. Yeah, I'm such a handsome devil. You're also dumb as bricks, apparently. Yeah. I'm way good at sports. Karate, tennis, judo, soccer, football, hockey, fencing. Dude, it's no wonder I'm so popular. Yeah. You're also good at sitting in a jail cell, Mr. Popular. Oh my god, what do I gotta do to get you to talk? I know I like to throw my money around, but it's not like I buy anything and everything. That's nice because it's not up for sale. Anyway. What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yes, while you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. Didn't know? That's odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please wait! I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please! Please let Mr. Nick represent you! Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Now you dudes use kids to pull in clients too? If you don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer is going to... Wait, what did you just say? The killer. The killer? What's he doing? He looks like he's mulling over something. Alright, dude. I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. We did it! We did it, Mr. Nick! Yeah. I don't feel any better for it. And he doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help out as much as I can. Man, I think my lucky stars that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero, and you're in the national spotlight. I do know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? It's really great to be the Nickel Samurai. Dude, lately, I just keep on getting more and more popular. True enough. The Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. I guess Mr. Onguard has a way of catching the eyes of women. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. A spring breeze? That's why this kind of scandal's disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. But everyone loves a good scandal. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time. My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude. I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kinda noisy. Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered it anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. Wouldn't surprise me. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. And about you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make the Jam and Ninja movie, even though we know it failed. Well, we know it... we know it all... we all... Swear to God, I can read. Swear to fucking God. I think it's this dude bro voice I'm doing. Even though we all know it failed. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you think it'd be the other way around, you know? Well, again, there are rumors that you two pretty much had it out for each other. Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly. Did they find something on you? They found a button from the Gem and Ninja's costume. A button. I don't get it either. It was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama. Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious. I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm going to get out of him. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. On-Guard to see if he really is innocent or not. We can do that? Yeah. If you use this. Maya's Magatama. He won't be able to hide any secrets from you, Mr. Nick. I'm sure of it. I get it. Mr. On-Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Please put the phone away and answer this question yourself. Alright, and just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? Well, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means it's alright to trust him. Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Wait, we're automatically going into trial? Wait, we have nothing! We have nothing! Oh no, we're still in the investigation. Oh, thank God, I was real worried. Well, at least we're able to get Mr. Man on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what do we do? Well, the trial's tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On-Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking! I mean, the first place to look would be the hotel lobby. Or Corrida's room. You are the last person I want to see right now, old bag. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come on without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun of... is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. Are you going to claim that On-Guard did it just like you did with Powers? Because then we got problems. More problems than we already had. Right? You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? Fries? Flies. Oh my God. It's always been that way ever since I was... And there she goes again. I'm gonna take a drink. Oh, you done? Good. Actually I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. push me, boy. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. That's just old bag for you. Miss Oldback, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants. Okay. Why do we gotta talk to you? You know absolutely nothing, I'm sure of it. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again. So you're cheating on Edgy. Honestly, all the better. Edgy's fine without you. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always ends up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words! No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan! But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Woman? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. Ah, Lotta. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? It looks like the pot has met the kettle. You... She talks about Lotta not being able to shut up when her chick is not being able to shut the fuck up. Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word there she goes again. Pearls, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Young'uns today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldback heard everything from Lotta. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Ah, I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly, just like you supposedly did. Here we go again. This really is going to be Steel Samurai all over again. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. Respect is earned, bitch. You deserve none, because you give none. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kiss Dave. Elder or not, if you treat me like shit, I'm gonna throw back what you're giving me. Probably makes me no better than you, but, you know, I'm sick of the whole, you know, respect your elders thing. Well, what if that elder is a piece of shit? They don't deserve respect, elder or not. They don't give respect, they don't get respect. Don't matter who you are. Except maybe a baby or, like, a really small toddler. And kids to a certain age, because they don't really know any better. But we're talking about an adult here. One that should probably have been dead by now. I swear, how are you still alive? You look like you look ancient. Actually, no. The judge is ancient. It was this woman's hitting her hundreds. I went on too long a rant. Please tell me, what did you see? Holy! Should I be surprised? You lying little bitch? honestly the most locks I've seen with one person. If I end up running into someone with more locks than this, that'll be a hell of a day. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then what murder isn't? Please don't stay on to another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect in being this lady a present. You deserve nothing. Looks like the investigation's still in full swing. Hotel staff and police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Did I just say sneeze? Whatever. Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him a death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? You feeling alright? Looked here and there, and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A! It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Yep, there I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? So you lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. Made this itty-bitty scratch on it and the manager got all hopped up in the face. He gave me his talking to and he was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. Well, you technically damaged goods. So, when did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. It was stolen around the time of the murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. On-Guard was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. A big scoop. I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer. I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars over here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture of your big scoop? Well, maybe I was. But that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was that? Was it that you would hang around here? Okay, just two. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know? Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I rule smile. Can I get into the room? I can get into both rooms. Alright, let's start with the crime scene. Did I just die and go to teddy bear heaven? This is great! Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Mr. Corrida. The victim. Which makes sense, the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you! So, what happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. On-Guard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left. I'm starting to make gumshoe a Southern detective. But I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know. But you've gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Hopefully it's not Von Karma that's in charge of this case. You'll be screwed. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you're really giving it to me? Thank you! Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map! That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. I'll just hold on to it for you then. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. Looks like a bit of a fight broke out. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife. Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. On-Guard's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Why was Mr. On-Guard arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? Looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off. Mr. On-Guard said something about a button. Something like one of the Gemma Ninja's buttons got caught in his Hakama. That's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That... Oh no. That lady, Miss Oldbag. Please. Anyone but her. Prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something around where the victim was where the Vic was a little off. Something that's a little off. As in that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. Wow, there are a lot of bears! Alarm clock ones, collector's edition, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. Besides a bear with all these problems. Row. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Nothing. It's so messy here. Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it. There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay. That over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Ooh, for a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Suitcase. There's so many things in there that I bet I can barely close this. There's his clothes, a dryer, electric shaver, calculator. Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corrida? I mean... There we go. I misremembered what button was that case. So that's a bed, right? Yep, it's big, but it's a bed. Mr. Nick, it's so soft! Big beds must be a rarity for her. It looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. We had a lot of food at the awards show last night. I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corrida fought his assailant. What are these bits of glass from? A flower vase, maybe. There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar is not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show? But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Gem and Ninja signature item. That's true. This guitar case is wet. But it's only wet on the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? It's a beautiful wine glass. And there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where it came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase is broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? No sign it's been drinking from? What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that? This is just what I heard, pal, but that's the Jam and Ninja signature item. The guitar case. No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean, the guitar inside, of course. But the guitar is missing. Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show. It's starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all. So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Fonda. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why? Why did you have this? I wanted it to be a different prosecutor. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Van Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard the sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops up out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal! Yow! Didn't quite make yourself scarce fast enough. Sorry about that. At last you'll reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change? So, you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow. Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy McTrenchcoat! I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Ugh. Detective, come over here for a second. Poor Gumshoe. I thought Phoenix would get the worst of it. And he's down. I feel better knowing at least you are man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared, he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow. What is he just throwing me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. I will certainly try. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Carter's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's called cursive, my dear. It's one of the most confusing things I've ever had to read when it comes to my mother. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says to my dear Wendy in normal letters here? No, that looks just as cursive-y as... It looks just as cursive-y as the signature. This will not be unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Wendy. No. Wendy Oldbag. Uh-huh. Okay. And here's on guard's hotel room. Where are we? We're in Mr. Man on guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? You're Mr. On guard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he's your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial's tomorrow, and Mr. Ongar's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash, to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What'd you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess? When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. On Guard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corda. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? He really helps John through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. On Guard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why did you have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. On Guard's manager. Okay, I figured. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim Mr. Corda have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that. Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Alright, let's examine the room first. There's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. Dinner for two at that. I'm sure they're Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. I would be absolutely thrilled. It's probably Mr. On Guard's suitcase. For someone who was only going to be here for the award ceremony, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he's about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here! Okay, is that everything that we can examine? You said there was something weird about... Okay, let's start presenting then. Did you know the victim, Mr. Corda? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place, after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. Excuse me? I've got a hunch that this woman knows when she's laying on. She must know why Juan Corda was killed. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Corda was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? She's got just as much as old bag. Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a side clock, Mr. Nick? Yeah. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. I asked to become Mr. On Guard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. On Guard does seem like a rather weak-willed man who's doing as he's told. He's always saying my manager, right, Nick? You know anything about this woman? No. Okay. What about this one? No. I'm not even gonna ask her about Von Karma. Do I have what is needed to get you to open up?
Take that!
Start with the smallest one, see if I can do it. Lana, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. Going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Wanda Corrida and this person? Who the heck is that? You think those journalists are all a bunch of idiots? You can't fool me. I'm a what? Looking for a break, an unfolding scandal. Why wouldn't it be Matt? Those two hated each other. Were they sleeping together?
Take that!
This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt on Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jamma Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that, what's it? News sauce. You mean news source. That's it! So show me something that shows that one guy has something with Miss Andrews. I don't know if I have that. That's Wendy. Wouldn't it be your camera? I'm gonna get hit by 3 with this one. No, wouldn't be the crime photo, wouldn't be the guitar. Oh. The guitar is missing. Maybe they got into a little bit of a spat? Risky, but... You're really kind of an idiot, yes. Okay, I've got one on her. I've got one on Old Bag. I don't think I have anything on Andrews. gonna try, though. It's gonna be hard, though, because she has 4. Why was one Corda murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engarde's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corda. You were not that close. That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. How would we doubt that? Ay. I definitely don't have anything on her. Alright, old bag. Let's see what you got. I've only got a frickin' autograph, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Huh, Mr. Powers. Have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home. Well, then leave. Poor guy. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time, there were 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love for why in old Tokyo. I see. Wait. A love what? A love why? Tell me. I haven't been not recording throughout that whole conversation. I hit the stop record button. Oh my god. A love what? A love why? No, not this entire time. The thing stops at this girl. This girl, Zayo, works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. A love triangle wouldn't work because a love triangle is technically 2 people pining for the same person. So a love Y makes a little bit more sense. Oh, I guess the white sheep is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet, times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, bro? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 AM. I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week. Can't believe she's really considering it. So what's the Gem and Ninja TV show like? Well, it started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Gem and Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but becomes a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing! With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misora. Jammin versus the Miramachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. Huh, that's too bad for him. Yeah. But his kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, bro?
What happens next? I want to know. Jammin. The Jammin Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misora?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Which show should I watch?
Can't believe she's really considering it. How about the show that is gonna end up continuing, Pearls? So, what would happen if I presented anything to you? Actually, you would know about this woman, wouldn't you? Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Oh, if you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy. Looks like a lion that just found his next meal. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? This might be what we need to break the last lock on Lada. Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah? I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous? To the mysterious yet beautiful manager. To the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you?
Ow!
Holy shit! My wrist just popped. That hurt? I was just trying to readjust myself. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. One quarter that didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA... Adrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of our client? It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Charles is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Let's take a look at this tabloid. Okay. Superstar Ultra Love Scandal. It's pretty much what was just said. Anyway, give me a second. I'm gonna go pop an old bag. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please, tell us what you saw.
But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you Yen's expense.
I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person?
Alright, I'll give you what you want.
Take that! That's Juan's autograph!
Yes, it is.
And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange?
Wow, she must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart. All for my dearest Juan.
Alright.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no! It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
And? Did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course! I thought I would get a gift certificate or two out of it. Maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, time to see if Von Karma will deal with your shit.
This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Ungard hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about details like that.
I know he did, my dear poor one in. I just do.
You mean like you thought Powers did? You're... Oh my god.
A yellow-bellied chicken!
A yellow-bellied chicken?
I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
What did Mr. Ungard ever do to deserve this? What did Mr. Ungard do to you to make you so...
You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick!
What is it?
What's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do viles and vile temptress mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose.
His own manager. But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you say he did?
Next issue of a certain magazine says so.
Of course. A tabloid.
Next week. Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? I am done with you. I never want to see you again. But I will because you're going to be on trial. Alright, Lotta. Okay. We have this now. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival Mr. Ongard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were looking around Mr. Corridor's door last night. Now, you were looking into Mr. Corridor and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow. A lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spice article, you know? But the paper I wrote on it, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make the gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably just a bold-faced lie. Okay, so now for her. We have the tabloid, so that may break the first lock. You and Mr. Corridor had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into the story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corridor? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corridor for this person's sake? No. Whose sake would it have been for? For Juan's? I mean... I may not have anything on her. Wow. That first lock didn't even break. Damn. She's a tough one. Oh, we can go to the police department. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back! Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. Two? And both of them were in this photo. The first is a button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. Enguarde. Yup. I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai special pants. And the second one is? The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little Misty. It's obvious. They're Madame Guards. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, I haven't told her not to open that mouth of hers to blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10, and there's no turning it down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Enguarde come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way!
There's something interesting about this woman.
Oh. And what is that?
You don't know? Haven't you heard the gossip about her? Gossip, huh?
I wonder if he knows anything about that article.
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Corda? Well, why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide?
Suicide?
Her name was Celeste Impax. And she was Juan Corda's manager.
The victim's manager?
That's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. There's the motive to get close to Corda. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor?
A woman who was both Mr. Corda's manager, I'm sorry, Juan, you're now Juanita? I accidentally called you Miss? A woman who was both Mr. Corda's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? You want to know more about her, pal? She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide. You know those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but... And he's down again.
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
Miss Von Karma!
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
I do. Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's...
Wait! Please wait, sir! If I don't get this month's pay, I'll Quiet!
If it weren't for traitors like you,
I would have won. Is that what you want to say?
Whew.
My voice. Edgeworth!
Hey, Edgy! How you doing?
I said you should probably wait on coming back. Oldbag is involved. It's been a long time, right?
This person, this is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Franziska.
You! How dare you show your face to me without a shed of shame upon it! You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud! You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are!
You talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. And that's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself! I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never! Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Still the same wild mare she always was. thought you... The prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. You going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard it right. The blonde mayor hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? I think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Franziska, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. To save their lives. To save your client, you say. To those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. Looks like there's still a lot you've yet to learn. A lot I've yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you'll see is coming soon enough. Phoenix, you need to chill. Your boyfriend's been through some rough shit, okay? Someone's another key to solving the case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor for a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corda's manager. And then, a few months later, Celestine Pax died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished? Huh. Miss Pax's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there's no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. Suicide note. But how do you know Miss Pax had ever written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corda himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corda hid his own manager's suicide note. But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? Where's Part 2? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. So why did you just hand me both of them at the same time, Edgy? Yeah? That would have been easier? The attempter's name. It's Adrian Andrews.
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is.
Actually, let's talk about her then.
Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. Yeah, I know. Blocked by like 4 Psylocks. One didn't even break on the first try. You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her.
Well, I mean... technically, yes?
Hi. But what's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews attempted suicide? It was a few days after the death of Celestine Pax. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she... Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celestine Pax, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She's someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. Wow. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. Absolute obsession. When Celestine Pax suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Yeah, really. I think we may have enough on her. Thanks, Iggy.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss von Karma?
What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so you've got some nerve following me around. Following you?
That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls?
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me mad. You say anything to Pearls, I will take that whip and bitch slap you to hell and back. Do we have an understanding? Let me show you something interesting, little girl. You're tracking him. That means you're following him.
What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted the tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move.
So the noise you heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. You're still following him! That changes nothing!
Now then,
let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews!
Yes?
Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood.
Alright.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? It usually happens whenever Bon Karma whips someone.
Alrighty.
Take that! Take that!
Yeah, this person's sake.
Take that!
Celeste Impacts, your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste?
Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So, I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckracker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with her with the way her suicide was resolved. After all, you did try to kill yourself.
Take that!
Maybe it's this one I need to show.
Take that!
Yep, there we go. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? Looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like, maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida? What? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida. I've sat by quietly and listened to you insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Your suicide attempt.
Take that!
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life? Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent since I can remember. However, that's all just a lie. A facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop. When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corrida of hiding Miss Impacts' note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was, why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with reason to want Mr. Corrida dead. Me? Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. And I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews. This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews. All I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everything. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover a suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposefully add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so... I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews... If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Oh, right, I understand. Keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
The card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. For not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Ungard in your capable hands. Alright. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. Looks like she's worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
No. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impax's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Miss Nick, the transceiver!
Alright, bitch. What now? Hello? Brighton Co. Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering the phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I've not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Yeah. Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well. Ask Maya, is that you? Sis, ask my sis. Maya! Damn it, he cut me off. I think Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry. Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. The kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And? She didn't see the face of her attacker. Ugh. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her. I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Someone dropped a card here. Kinda looks like a business card. There's no name on it. Same thing that Andrew's got. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. What's this? Feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. And these... they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. Drat, it's locked. But the store size seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then, click! They magically open the door. Wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. That's it! The shell card! If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright. Now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. Shouldn't keep Nick waiting. Or worried. Good, she was able to escape. I hope. If she was actually able to escape. Which... whoops. Sounds like she was. Kidnapper has nothing over us. But right now, Phoenix and Pearl don't know that. Still, even with Maya free, it's always like we gotta do our job. We gotta acquit this guy. He held no. He didn't. We do have some evidence. We have a possible suspect, a motive. We're probably gonna acquit this guy anyway, no matter what. So we'll start the trial in the next episode. Till then, I'm signing off. Bye bye.